Have you ever felt like you just can't do it anymore? Like the weight of life is just too heavy to carry, and it feels like no one truly understands what you're going through. It's a lonely place to be. But what if I told you that even the strongest people get tired? That even the most devoted believers sometimes feel empty? What if I told you that one of God's greatest prophets once reached his breaking point and said, "I've had enough, Lord"? His name was Elijah. This was a man who had just stood against hundreds of false prophets on a mountain. He had prayed, and fire fell from heaven, proving God's power in front of everyone. He stood strong for God when it seemed like everyone else had walked away. He was a champion of faith. But then, his enemies threatened to kill him, and suddenly, fear flooded his heart. The brave prophet ran. He fled into the desert all alone, exhausted and terrified. He found a small broom tree, sat down under its meager shade, put his face in his hands, and prayed a desperate prayer. "Lord, I've had enough. Take my life." Can you imagine that? Elijah, the prophet who called down fire from heaven, now just wanted to disappear. In that moment, he wasn't a superhero of the faith. He was human, just like you and me. And then, something amazing happened. In his darkest moment, an angel came and gently touched him, saying, "Get up and eat." Elijah opened his tired eyes and saw it fresh bread, baked on hot coals, and a jar of water waiting for him. He ate, he drank, and then lay down again, still overwhelmed. But God wasn't finished. The angel came back a second time and said, "Get up and eat, for the journey is too much for you." So Elijah ate and drank again, and with the strength from that simple meal, he was able to keep going for 40 days and 40 nights. Maybe you've been there too. Maybe that's where you are right now. You work so hard, you try your best to do the right thing, but your heart just feels heavy. You've prayed and prayed, but it feels like your words are hitting the ceiling. You feel unseen, unheard, and completely drained. Look at how God responded to Elijah. He didn't scold him or tell him to have more faith. He didn't say, "Get over it," or "Try harder." He simply gave him what he needed most: rest, food, and a quiet presence that said, "I'm here." Sometimes, what we need isn't a spectacular miracle. Sometimes, it's just a moment to breathe. A small provision that helps us get through the day. A quiet reminder that God still cares, even when we feel we've failed. God understands your limits. He knows when you're weary. He sees you when you cry at night, when you feel forgotten and invisible. And just like he did for Elijah, God whispers to you today, "Get up, my child. I know the journey is long, but I am with you." If you're a student drowning in pressure, if you're a parent fighting to hold everything together for your family, if you're working a thankless job and feel completely unseen, if you're serving God in ministry but your own soul feels dry, listen to me. God sees you under your broom tree. He is not disappointed in you for being tired. He's right there with you. In fact, He's already preparing exactly what you need to take the next step. So, for just a moment, give yourself permission to pause, eat, rest, pray, and remember this with all your heart. Your story isn't over yet. This moment of weakness is not the final chapter. The same God who met Elijah in the desolate desert is the same God who meets his children today. In our loneliness, in our exhaustion, in the quiet corners of our rooms where no one else sees our tears. The Bible reminds us in Psalm 34-18, "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." So please, don't give up. God hasn't given up on you. He is still writing your story. And trust me, there is more goodness and strength ahead than you can possibly see right now. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more encouragement. You're not alone on this journey.